Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Thank you for taking the time to watching this video. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about lies that were told to you about college while you were in high school. I know, we were all told something while we were in high school about college that once we got here, turned out to be false, and then you just wanted to look at the person that told you that and be like, why did you just give me that false information for? Like, why did you have to ruin my entire day for that? So that's gonna be the topic for today. Most of these came from my friends. I asked them to give me some of the lies that they were told while they were in high school, and as well some of my own that I've heard as well, and some that I've seen online as well. For the gameplay, it's gonna be some Valorant gameplay. You really don't have to pay attention to it. For the most part, you can even put this tab on the side and just listen to what I have to say and just enjoy the ride. But anyways, guys, let's get right into it. Alright, before I even tell you some of the lies that I was told and some of the lies that my friend told me, I think I should tell you about my experience and where my background of school came from. So I went to a charter school that pretty much focused on going to college and preparing us to go to college. So college was being talked to us all the way since 5th grade. So since I was like 11-10 years old, I was hearing about college, knowing about the college application process, and just knowing what college is from. And also my school also had a partnership with like Teach for America and those types of programs where you had like teachers coming straight out of college, like these really young 22, 23, 24 year olds coming straight from college into these teaching positions, and they would just talk to us about their experience and just telling us really how fun college was. So since like being 10, 11 years old, you're being drilled into your head that college is this thing, this really fun place. This is the only way you're gonna basically succeed in the world, and this is what you need to do to gain access to the rest of the world. And that's something that I really didn't enjoy for the most part, and something that I really wish, looking back at it, not really wish, but looking back at it now, is like really harmful to us. Like only teaching us only one way out and only giving us one option like to succeed, and not showing us different paths kind of sucks, to be fair, if I'm being real with you. And you know, sadly, ultimately that what ended up being my academic career. And you know, there's a saying I like to say, and I don't know if y'all heard about it, but it is what it is. Sadly, it is what it is. Alright, who's ready to hear some lies? Alright, so this first set came from one of my friends, and they had to say you have to take AP courses, and they said most of them don't even transfer properly. I took AP English for no reason, and that is also true. Some of my friends and some of the people that I've met around campus have told me that some of the AP classes that they took really didn't even matter at the end of the day. Like some of the courses didn't even, like for me in my classes, like we don't even have traditional math or like English classes like that. They more or less get wrapped into like a whole separate section of it. So like for the most part, me taking AP English and all these other AP classes that I took really didn't even matter, because my college didn't have those types of courses. The second one said ACT scores were important. My college opted out of having them necessarily, which is also true. I don't know for y'all, but for me, I took the ACT and not the SAT for some reason. My school thought that the ACT was more important than the SAT. I don't know why, but it's also true. Most schools care about that, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't really matter for necessarily. Another lie. Most college professors wouldn't take anything less than 8-page papers. She said, another bold-faced lie. Last paper I wrote was only 5, which is also true. Them telling you that you're going to be writing 10 plus papers, 10 plus pages, 15 pages, 20 pages, I can tell you right now that I wrote a solid 10. The only time I wrote a 20-page paper, not even a 20-page paper, I wrote a 15-page paper was once, and that was because it was for a thick research project that was something over the whole semester. Most of my papers range from 3 to 4 pages at most. Like these professors don't have the time to be reading 15-20 pages. They get paid regardless. So at the end of the day, they're gonna make the job easier for themselves and give you less work for them, but it seems more work for you, if that makes any sense for y'all. Another lie that they said, you'll only need to know APA formatting. Most of my professors would rather use MLA formatting. this was something that was false for me in my school. In my high school, for the most part, we were mostly focused on MLA formatting, and I only had to write one APA paper. For some odd reason, the professor wanted us to write it in that format, and I couldn't tell you honestly what APA is and how to even do it. And to the most part, I don't even know how to do MLA like that either. I'm gonna be rude with y'all. I'll use a generator to make my citations, to make my own little bibliography and all that. Like, yo, work smarter, not harder, y'all. Why am I gonna make sacrifice doing all that? Another lie that they said is college professors don't accept late work. It's like she said, extension saved me sophomore year. This is also true. It's true to an extent, I should say, depending on the professors that you get. When it comes to getting in late work, some professors really just want you to succeed, and they don't want you to fail, so they're willing to get in late work or any type of late work and giving you some type of credit for it, because at least you tried. Like, I've had friends here that have practically turned in assignments that were at the beginning of the semester all the way towards the end, and they turned it in, got a grade, and they boosted up the grade. Like, for the most part, professors really just want you to, they don't want to teach you again. They really don't want to teach you again. So they're gonna do as much as they can to pass you and to get you going to where you're going. Again, depends on the professor and the professor that you're going for. This is not true for all cases. It really depends on what professor and what the professor's like. Professors are more strict in college than in high school. They can be, but most of my professors, I refer to them by first name basis. This is ultra true. I can remember just sitting down in my 5th grade, 6th grade classroom, 7th grade, in middle school, let's be exact, and then being like, you have to call your professor this, professor that, call them, give them the utmost respect. You gotta be this, because they're gonna be hard on you. They're gonna be this. Nah, complete lie. Most of my professors out here aren't really that strict. Most of them really call, like she said, they let you call them by the first name basis, because I've had most of them don't call me by my last name. That reminds me of my parents, and I don't like that. Like, I've had professors say that they don't like being called this professional style. Like, they don't want that, and they're not that strict. Like, most of them will let you eat in class. Most of them are gonna be chill. Most of them are even gonna bring outside examples in their own life into the classroom. They're gonna be lenient because they see you as an adult here. They don't see you as like a student in this. They see you as like actual adult, so they're gonna teach you an adult, not like treat you like that student teacher strictness that other schools had. And I could see for the most part. And wow, those were some solid lies. Other lies that were pretty much common all throughout was just pretty much like the uttermost respect, making sure that you learn how to take notes, because professors aren't going to give you handouts. That is a lie. For the most part, I've seen that most professors that give a presentation or giving a PowerPoint are gonna put the PowerPoint and the presentation online for you to get access to it later. So the needs for take notes is more or less just if you want to take notes to get a better understanding of the material, but at most you're gonna have access to the material and what the professor is giving you. You should have access to that. I don't know if it's true for all, but I know for most colleges that my friends have gone to and the college that I've gone to, there's difference in them, but for the most part that is true, that the professors are giving you assignments for do that. Another lie that I've also that have been told to me is that you have to know yourself. College is the best option for you. College is the best option. That is a lie. That is a complete lie, and this is almost segmenting to the ending of the video as well, and a great way to wrap it up. College, let's be real, college is not meant for everybody. If you didn't like going to school in high school, if you really didn't focus and school wasn't the main focus, college is not going to be the place for you. College is not going to give you the opportunities that you really want to succeed in. And that is honestly a lie that my school has told me, that this is the only option. College is your only way out. College is basically the only form of success. And That's false. Like, there are other things you can do with your life and get you on a better track that other college isn't. College isn't for everybody. I'm gonna be real with you. College is hard. There's a lot more to it than simply just going to the class and taking notes like how it was in high school. There's a lot more in your task, and you're tasked with a lot more in life. You're finding yourself and also developing who you are as a person, and not just going to school. So college can be very daunting, and for some people, having the extra stress of an education and being tied down to books and assignments and just doing that, it's just not for them and not something that they really want to do. Some people just really want to start getting their life started, and just, like, starting a family and just start getting into their education, but starting getting their financial freedom and stuff like that. And like, there are different paths in this life that you can take, and school is definitely not the way it. And I can definitely see that the way that our generation is going, the way that everything else is going, that education is really not, it's needed, but the need for it to do something in your life is not gonna be present anymore. Anyways, y'all, thank you for coming in for this video and listening it throughout. I know I started throughout. I'm still getting used to this speaking to the microphone, but I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you're new, please subscribe, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and let me know if any lies that you were told to when you were in high school about college. I'm really curious, and let me know about any other topics you guys want me to talk about. But anyways, guys, thank you again for coming in and listening. See y'all in the next one.